Hello guys, I guess it's time to start over again with layout. I was halfway done with my video when it went off, and I was trying to do it on the YouTube capture video thing they have on YouTube. I was trying to do a video on record a video on YouTube, but I got halfway through it stopped recording on me, so I gotta figure that out. So I thought I'd come on my Logitech webcam software and do a video on here because it's more reliable. So yeah, I am back. As you can see, I am back with another video, and it's a layout share. I was gonna do a process video, but I kind of wasn't in the mood and didn't set up my camera or my webcam and get the ball along on that, and then have to go through editing and all that stuff. I wasn't kind of in the mood for that tonight. I just wanted to sit down, do a layout, and I thought, you know what, if I get done and I'm still up and moving around, I'll do a layout share for you out there that are waiting for me to do another layout share process video. So here you go. This is another heritage layout. This layout is about my paternal great-great-grandparents. These are my grandfather's maternal grandparents. His mother's parents. His mother would be my great-grandmother. So these two people are her parents, and these two people are my great-great-grandparents. These pictures right here are copies I got from my great uncle and great aunt who did a lot of geology work and family history on my dad's side of the family, and they got to copy a bunch of pictures from my great grandmother and great grandfather's side of the family, and they had a lot of pictures. And my great uncle's youngest son, who was my dad's cousin, let me borrow a bunch of the folders. They had like a stack of folders. Let me borrow them, and I got to see a bunch of pictures, and I scanned a bunch of pictures, and these are the copies. I had these two pictures in a photo album. I printed out these two pictures like 6-7 years ago, and I had them in my photo album waiting to dig them out and find a use for them in a layout, and I finally did. They're not the greatest quality pictures. I'll give you a close-up of them. This is George, and this is Julia. George was about 11, 12 years old, I want to say, in this picture, probably around, it was probably taken around 1873, 1876. I'm not sure, I can't remember a date on this picture. He was a young boy in this picture. There's no older picture of him as an adult that I know of, but yeah. So, I'm trying to remember what else I can say about him. He died at a young age. He died at like 27, going on 28. It was in April 1891, and my great-grandmother was born in January of 1891, I think it was. She was only about 3 months old when he died, so she didn't remember her father at all. And he left a young widow, which is her, and Julia married. This is Julia. She went on to marry again about 3 years later in 1894 to her second husband, and he had 5 kids of his own. So between his 5 kids and her 1 child, they had 6 kids in total, a blended family, and she and her second husband went on to have 3 kids of their own, so it was 9 kids altogether. So it was a blended family, and she was happy in her second marriage. I don't know a lot about her, but this is a picture of her when she was a bit older woman. And I know when this was taken because it said in my dad's cousin's family photos. It said that it was taken around 1926. She was only about 55, 56 in this picture, so yeah, there's no younger pictures of these two together that I know of. So I did the best I could. It kind of looks odd looking, but you know what? They're her parents. It said that they are her parents. So I wanted to do a layout of my great grandmother's parents, and this is what I came up with. These frames, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to put these frames on here because I like how they kind of, I'll give you a close-up of the frames. I like how they kind of enhance the photos a little bit, make it look like a vintage old pictures hanging on a wall that you will see in the house. That's what I did with it. And it had a little white border on the outside of the frame here, so I took my X-Acto knife on both of these frames and cut them. I even cut on the edges right on this frame, right, kind of make it like a bump because they have like intricate lines on here. So you can't really see it in the video, but there's like a little groove here. You can feel bumps on the edge of this corner here. And that's what I wanted to do with my X-Acto knife. I love busty cutting because I can get real in detailed. I love doing busty cutting, as they say it. What else do I? And I just took my ATG gun, went around the back of the frame, around, and then I took my picture and glued it and hit it to the frame, and then I took my ATG gun and just taped the photo down, glued it down. What else do I want to say? Background paper is color back cause dark is black. It's from Walmart. It's a good solid color dark. I like how the black kind of lets this part pop out a little bit more. I didn't know if I wanted like a busy background or just a solid color background. I'm glad I picked the black because it makes this pop out a little bit more. Yeah. So yeah. This paper here is from a die cut with a view heirloom stack. It is a scrap piece of paper I had laying around. And what I did was I was trying to figure out some way I can do like a neat looking design on the bottom of this piece of paper. And I came up with an idea. I think it's called Maggie Holmes bio folder kit thing I got from a prize pack a few months ago on scrapbook.com. When I won a prize pack, they sent with a bunch of prizes was included a little I think it was Maggie Holmes file folder kit or something. So I took one of those file folders and I took this paper and I traced around the edges of that file folder to make this look kind of interesting on the bottom of this paper. And I cut it out and I glued it down with my Scotch quick dry adhesive. And then I took my vintage vintage photo distressed ink pad from Tim Holtz, went around the edges of this piece of paper right here. So yeah, and I what else did I do? I also took my little stencil, and I wrote out George and Julia because that's their name. And what I did was I took my black signature gel pen and colored it in, and took my white gel stick pen and traced around it to give it a little bit more of a pop with the names. And what I like about how I did this black, because you can't really tell, but you think if you're looking at it from far away, you think this guy would have cut out the paper, cut out his name, and the black shows up on this paper through this paper. It's not. It's just gel, my gel pen, black gel pen, and white traced around to give it a little bit of pop to the names, George and Julia. I like how that turned out. And then I just put like the birth dates when they died. The birth date when they died. I don't know when they married. I think they were probably married around 1890 or 1889, 1889, 1890 around that time. So they weren't married for very long. They were only married for like a year and a half, 2 years before he died. So yeah. So I just put them when they were born, when they died. I wasn't sure on a marriage date because they haven't put a marriage date down. I think with 1890, I'm not sure. What else I put on this layout is I put my called Our History, the little dimensional stickers here from Recollections. This rub on yesterday, today, and tomorrow. the rubber right there. It says yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That is from, I'm trying to remember. Um, it is from the Kaiser Craft Miss Empire rubber that I got, and I use that. And these dimensional stickers right here, this, and this, and this tree branch with the leaves, that is all from, I forget what they're called, but it's a dimensional sticker that I got in a rack from somebody, and I decided to start using them up because I had them laying around forever and a day. So I like how they turned out. So yeah, those are the stickers. What else? Trying to remember if I forgot it. Oh, these little corners, the corner here, and the little corner, ribbon corner here, these are ribbons. And they're from Tulip ribbon. They're called Tulip ribbons. And they're just old heritage ribbons, sticker things I had. So I took that to make it look like a photo corner holding the pages together like that. Now this part looks shiny because of the light. You can see. This is also a ribbon, but it didn't come out very well. But I'm just gonna leave it as is, because maybe because of the black cardstock, maybe I put it on a lighter cardstock, it probably show it better. But this is from, this is another ribbon I had. This is from trying to remember, K and Company Ancestry.com ribbons, and first time I got one out, and then first time I opened it up and used it, and it didn't show up very well on it, but cardstock. I thought it would because it's kind of like a golden color ribbon, but I guess because since it's a dark color, it won't show up very well. So, oh well, you learn by your mistakes, I guess. And also these white little line dots across this whole page. That is what's that from? That is from that same stencil, but it has shapes and flowers and butterflies and little bordered dots. You can use that as borders. So that's what I did, make it look like a white ditch going across the layout. So yeah, this is my layout of George and Julia, my great great grandparents. I hope I'm saying the right correction term to it. But yeah, there's George and Julia. And I hope you guys liked this layout. I hope it wasn't too long of a video for you. But yeah, this is my layout. I'll do a still life photo, a still picture close up of this so you can see it a little bit better than wobbling my hand. So yeah, hopefully you like this layout and like in my story, and give me a feedback on what you think about Jordan Julia's our history layout. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a good night, a good evening, and a good rest of your week. And come back for some more layout shares and probably some process videos in the future. If I get set up where I can do more process video, I would do that. But I think for a while now, it's going to be layout shares and whatnot. Alright guys, I talked to you off long, your ear off long enough. I'll talk to you later. Bye.